Today we are starting class 9 chemistry first chapter, that is matter in our surroundings. As the name of the chapter shows, surroundings means whatever things are surrounded us, these all things are known as matter. Very clear? Now, all the matter follow two things. First, occupy space, and the second, mass. I am taking this duster. This duster, it occupies space. We can see some space is occupied by this duster. So the first condition is followed by this matter. Second, when I am holding this, I am feeling some mass, some weight also. So the second condition is also followed by this duster. So duster is a matter. Is it clear? So we can write what is matter? Anything which occupy space and having mass is known as matter. Is it clear? Now, few examples. Table. Space also occupied. Some weight is also there. Second, water in bottle. Space is also occupied according to the shape of the bottle. Weight is also there. Mass is also there. Gas. Gas which is filled in this room also. Air. These all are the example of matter. Tea. Hot tea. Again matter. Hot. Hot. Hot is not a matter. It is the feeling. If suppose I am writing here cold drink. Occupy space, having some mass also. Now I am writing here cold. This cold is not a matter. Coldness, cold is the feeling itself. No space is here, no mass is here, so it is not a matter. Same way, this hot. Hot tea is a matter, it is clear, but hotness is not a matter. Is it clear to you? So, all the things which occupy space having mass, they are matter, but those who are not mass, not occupying space, they are not matter. So, for this I can write here the perception of hot, cold, love, hate, pain, happy, these all are known matter. It is not considered as matter. Is it clear to you? Now, when we understand what is matter, we will see property of matter. So the next is property. I have taken a container. In this container, particles are present. So, all the matters are made up of small tiny particles, and in this particles, these particles are too small that we can't see with our naked eye. See the property? In this matter, we can see some space is present between the particles. See, these particles, this is the space between two particles. This is the space. This is the space. The space which is present between the particles, this space is known as interparticle space. Very important thing. Whatever tiny space is present between the particles, this space is known as interparticle space. Now, we can see these all particles are bounded with one another also. Means there should be some force of attraction between them, which bound them with one another. So, the second thing, whatever force of attraction is present between the particles, that force of attraction is known as interparticle force of attraction. Third, very important property. These particles can move here, 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 anywhere inside this sphere. Means they possess kinetic energy. Kinetic energy, the energy which is responsible for the motion of the particles. So, third thing, kinetic energy. These three properties are the property which decides the state of matter. According to on the basis of these three properties, now we will decide the matter state, which type of state will be formed. So the one question for you, the first question, which factors are responsible for state of matter. So these are the three factors which are responsible to decide the future of any matter. It will be what? Is it clear? Please note it, everyone.